So hello everybody, this is Sempi, an education content creator. So welcome to my channel. So let's begin our video. So today our topic is related to have you all heard about the going concern concept in the principles? So have you all might have heard about the going concern concept. The students well know about the definition of going concern concept, but our topic is not. What are the effects of the going concern concept on the business operations? That how this concept is going to affect our business operations. So let's begin with this. So as you all know, our going concern concept says that business will run for an unforeseeable future period, which is at least 12 months. You must be knowing that the period is at least 12 months. The period may extend beyond that. And the business has no intentions to liquidate its business. So on the basis of going concern, we see the many effects on our business transactions. So let's discuss that. So the concern will going to affect the business. This is the question I have written. As we know that going concern says that business is going to run for a longer period, so they will assume that their assets will also have a useful long life. So on that basis, they assume that their assets will also have going to have a long life. So that is how the depreciation applies. So this is the first effect, which is why we consider depreciation in our assets. Now let's move to the second effect. The going concern concept always says that our business is fine and it is going to run for a longer life, but in reality what is happening, as you have really noticed, are the pandemic period, which is right now we have faced in 2020, which is a COVID period. Every business has gone down. The economic position of the business has gone from a higher to the zero levels. You all know that we all have already faced this. So in this era, every business was like damn sure about their running. Every business was damn sure about their running positions, that they are not going to be affected, but in fact it is not. So going concern principle here fails. So how? So when in this pandemic period, they have never estimated that some COVID is going to come. This is the first time heard disease. So in this kind of so various things which affect really the business are this is a life threatening disease, or a disaster, which is you can call it a natural disaster, which you have never assumed can happen. Then certain unassumed conditions may prevail. So in all these cases, you have never expected your business is going to down. So what we should remember, what the management should see, that these things can come. So he should predict in advance the factors that is going to affect our business deeply. It can scale down the business in huge. It can scale down scale down our business, so it has to predict these conditions. आपको पहले से ही देखना पड़ेगा कि कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जो अफेक्ट कर सकती हैं बिजनेस को, अगर वो कर रही हैं सो मैनेजमेंट नोट डाउन एंड डिस्क्लोज दैट थिंग्स अर्लियर इन हर स्टेटमेंट्स कि ये कंडीशंस हैं, कि देखिए ये कंडीशंस हैं which are relevant, which can come in the way of the business, which can hamper the sales, which can hamper the profitability down. So these things are to be noted while you are following going concern. And the other things which are predictable but the management is not focusing, these things should also be considered while we are following the going concern. So every business operation should be very monitored, that we should see that every business should be closely monitored to evaluate the deficiencies that may occur, that may hinder the process of the development of any business. सो छोटे बिजनेस तो अफेक्ट होंगे ही होंगे, बड़े भी हुए थे इफेक्ट और बड़े भी होते हैं. सो इसलिए इन चीज़ों को ध्यान में रखें. एंड इफ सम मैनेजमेंट may feel कि कुछ ऐसा नहीं है, anything, there is nothing, anything which can hinder the development, which can hinder the concept of going concern of the business, then what it can say is it can give its value judgments, disclosure judgments, the strong opinions, strong judgment should be there and should be disclosed in the statements that we are following such such system, and we are damn sure that we are not going to face any hindrance in the principle of the going concern. Then, and on the other side, if I have already mentioned that if there is certain things that it may hinder the process of development or the process of running of the business, then then if there you find certain problem, if you find certain reasons, certain valid reason you find, if a management finds certain valid reasons that may affect the running of the business, then you should note down. You should note down or pen down. You should pen down the reasons why it can scale down, and it should along that it should find out the ways to stop that and it should find out the ways to stop that process which can hamper your business. So it should find out some solutions, some solid solutions, and it should also present that solutions in the statements, that these are the solutions which we are going to follow, that it is never going to hamper our principle of going concern. In this way, if you follow this approach, then this is we can justify the going concern principle in our business.
Thank you for
system.
watching.
So keep liking, keep subscribing, and keep sharing.